What's going on, chess lover? This is Maurice Bishop Chess, and y'all know my slogan: Life is a game of chess. All right, guys, I want to share with y'all an exciting game of the Black Lion. The Black Lion, y'all. I want to show y'all this, man. Very interesting. I have some interesting ideas. Before I get into, I know a lot of y'all probably like, man, you didn't post a few videos and like, or you didn't post videos in a while now. Just to let y'all know, man, everything that's going on, y'all. I've been working on my chess book. Actually, two of them. One is with the Dust Gambit, or I think a lot of y'all may call it the Zukertort Gambit, and then the other one is the Black Lion, because I'm doing a book. As soon as the book is done, later on I'll be coming back with two video courses of it and everything. So that's what I'm really been focusing my attention on, guys. And also I've been focusing on the military, because there's just a lot of things that they got me doing. As y'all see, I'm in uniform, and I really wanted to like get back to y'all and like really share with y'all, because I still play chess, but I just haven't been playing it a lot like I used to. Or I mean, I still play every day, but I don't play as much like I used to. But I still play every day. All right, guys. So, without further ado, man, we're just gonna actually get started. Obviously, I'm black, and my opponent is the white pieces and everything. So that's what it is. All right, guys. Let's get started with this. Hold on. My opponent played knight f3. D6 is played g3, e5. You already know how that goes. Bishop g2, knight b to d7. Castle kingside, c6. As y'all already know, the whole order of the game. You want to get some space for your queen. Depending on which square you want to go. And then d3 is what my opponent played. Queen c7, c4, knight f6, knight c3, h6, bishop d2, bishop e7, rook e1, and then g5. All right, guys. This is where we get to the position. The position, man. We're really about to do some things right now, all right? So focus. All right, so g5 is what I played, right? So my opponent actually goes e4. Now, usually, a lot of times, guys, if you go e4, you usually would want to put your knight on d5. But this is kind of like pointless, because I have a pawn on c6. And then also, guys, I do have the threat of knight c5, attacking this backward pawn. Because eventually, guys, if I move my knight to c5, I could potentially go bishop e6, maybe castle kingside, or just go rook d8 and then attack this backward pawn, which would be a big plus for black. So I just want y'all to keep in mind of the weaknesses that white is doing when he does this. All right. So knight f8 is what I played. Now usually and like I said, I could have went knight c5, but the thing is, guys, um with knight c5, he does have this beautiful push b4. Now I know the engine was saying a5, go a5 first, but by me going a5 first, they may do like stuff like a3 and then b4 and then rook b1. And then I mean, it still would be kind of good for black, uh, but it can also become kind of equal. The good thing about knight c5, guys, is if you go knight c5, you do have the option of going knight e6. Because remember how when we put our knight on g6, we can usually sacrifice the knight on f4 to open up the g file. Well, it's the same way if I was on knight c5. I just think knight c5 is a lot more active to the square, but you only want to go knight c5 if you go a5 first. And then from knight c5, you can go knight e6, which is covering the f4 square and the d4 square, which is actually very powerful, guys, to be honest with you. But I just wanted to share that with y'all, because I know a lot of my videos, I just always show knight f8, knight g6. But I had to make it clear that to y'all that knight c5 is also a good move if somebody play e4. And you can actually potentially have a very, very strong attack. And to be honest with you, I feel like black is kind of controlling the whole board, really. And you wouldn't have to worry about the b4 push. But again, as long as you go a5 first, and then you go knight c5. And then whether he decides to go a3 or rook b1, if he goes b4, you could take the pawn, and open your A file. So maybe I should actually show y'all guys. For instance, let's say this. Let's say A5 is happening, right? And let's say he goes A3. We go knight C5. We're hitting this pawn right here. And then most likely, guys, he may try to protect his pawn with queen C2 or queen E2. Um, Majority of the time, they may go queen C2 or things like that. But then you have the possibility or the option of actually going bishop G4, creating weaknesses, or you could just do bishop E6, which is actually still great because even if he decides to go D4, you can potentially take this pawn and then hit this weak pawn on C4. So I just think this is overall like very good for black. And also, guys, this is kind of like the Karpov technique where he goes A4 and then try to get the knight to B3, which is also very great for black. So I mean, like I said, just play along with it though. Just play along with it. Like I know a lot of y'all haven't seen a black lion play like this, but this is really like some strong stuff, man. Like literally, guys. So I just wanted to give y'all that, man. Just to focus and like pay attention to certain things. If somebody go E4, there's a lot of things the black can do. But let's move right along, guys. Let's move right along. All right, so um, but yeah, guys. So I go knight f8 instead of knight c5 or a5. I just go knight f8. D4. So D4 is played. And also, and the reason why, and I'm gonna tell you why D4 is played. Like I told y'all before, D5 was played all because of the backward pawn on D3 because he knows that it's weak. So in order to, and this is a principle to y'all guys, if you have a backward pawn, it's better for you to get rid of that backward pawn immediately or try to exchange or at least hit at the center, with a backward pawn, which is pretty much what he just did. Because if you don't, then sooner or later this will become a weakness and you won't have the option to push anymore. So keep that in mind. So I just go knight g6. He takes, I take back. B4 is played. Yes, guys, he gave me a free pawn. I I could take it, but yet he has rook b1 and queen b3. He has you shouldn't take pawns, guys, especially for a strong opponent like this, because this guy is very strong. So I don't take the pawn. I go bishop g4. I could have went bishop e6, which I thought bishop e6 was a lot better because number one, not only am I developing the light square bishop, but I'm also attacking. You know what I mean? And then also I had stuff like rook d8, in which I do that. But bishop e6 would have been a lot better. And he goes queen b3. I go rook d8. Because as you see, I'm starting to go bishop captures f3 and then hit the bishop on d2, which is why he goes bishop e3. You know. So I go bishop e6. Now you're probably wondering why did I go bishop e6? I went to bishop e6 because I did see threats like b5. And another threat that I was trying to do, guys, is for instance, if he decides to go bishop captures a7, my trick was b5. This was my trick, b5. The whole point of it is not only am I hitting the dark square bishop, but I'm also hitting him with bishop captures c4, which was my trick. So, like I said, Black Lion got a lot of stuff, man. Y'all need to pay attention, man. But yeah, so that was one of my tricks and everything. He goes bishop f1, and as you see, guys, this guy is strong. He sees exactly what I was trying to do because he wanted to take this pawn, but he saw my b5 threat. So this is what I'm talking about, guys. Things like that. So, but yeah, bishop f1. Um, and of course, I didn't want to go b5 yet, guys, because I didn't want to go there yet, only because if I come here, he still has a4. So it's kind of like playing hope chess in a way. And then the thing is, I wouldn't really like this position only because um, if I take this pawn, it's all I'm doing is just exchanging, and it's not, it's, I'm giving white too much and everything. And by him going a4, he's already threatened to take this pawn, you know, like for instance, I want to show y'all like I don't know if I go a6 if he takes and I take back, he's already threatening rook a7, which is pretty not good for me. I wouldn't like that, especially if he could double the rooks on the a file. Now it gets dangerous and everything. So it's not what you want. So so yeah, definitely pay attention to that. Uh, so I go queen c8 instead of the b5 because I figured b5 would be a wasted move. This guy is like I said, this guy is strong. So I go queen c8 and he goes a4. Which I figured that he was gonna do because I don't think he liked it my b5. So now I can't go b5 anymore. But like I said, even if I did go b5, I don't think it was really a big advantage on my part, really. But all he's doing is just expanding on the queen side. I go rook g8, and he goes rook a d1, just trying to control the d file. I go bishop h3, and like I said, man, the black line it's not just terrorizing, but it can sneak up on you. It's kind of like I don't know if y'all drink or whatever, things like that. But if you ever drink or whatever, y'all know y'all could drink something that you feel like it's just a really good drink and you don't think that it's gonna really sneak up on you. But at the end, it really does sneak up on you. You like, what the heck? Like, what the heck happened? Well, this is kind of like how this black line is, man. You get a feel for the black line and you like, what the heck, man? So this is how this is. So bishop h3, he goes rook catches d8. Just be mindful, guys. Rook catches d8. Bishop catches d8. My opponent goes bishop catches a7, right? And then I hit him with knight f4. Now the computer said I could have just went bishop catches f1, but no, I didn't do that. This is the reason why. I went knight f4 because the thing is, psychologically, in his mind, he's probably like, "Well, I don't want to take this because the queen captures h3." Yes, that would be like a blunder on his part if he does something like that. So, of course, psychologically, in his mind, he thinking that he shouldn't take, and which it's not even just psychologically why. Like he just know that he just can't take it. Like it's just I don't know. Psychologically, like you just certain things you just not gonna do because it's like danger. You know what I mean? So my opponent did the worst move ever, guys. The worst move ever. The worst move ever. It and honestly, for us, we're gonna say it's the worst move ever. But for somebody that don't know how sneaky the black lion can be, it can get like that. My opponent goes knight catches e5. What do y'all think that I played in this game? What do you think that I played? He took on knight catches e5. What is my move? What is he gonna play? Y'all can pause the video if you need to. So my opponent, he takes my pawn, and I go bishop catches f1. Now y'all probably like, okay, he just takes the bishop or whatever, la di la, no problem. So this is the thing. My opponent, and this is the reason I said sneaky. It's sneaky because my opponent think that, because I took the bishop, he's pretty much thinking if he takes, I'm gonna go queen h3, which is true. When I do that, ain't nothing he can do because of my knight. But this is the problem, guys. With bishop catches f1, my opponent thought, okay, I'm not going to take this because what's really powerful is his knight. So my opponent took on g catches f4. You know what I mean? And I guess in his mind thinking, well, if I take this pawn, then he can just take my bishop. It will just be great. Things like that. Guys, this is not what happened. I didn't do that. Yes, he took my knight, but I did something else, guys. What is the move? What did I do? This should be a no-brainer, y'all. What did I do? Yes, guys. You know I did. Queen h3. Queen h3. He thought I was going to take this pawn, and I wasn't. This is one of those trick guys that you could catch a lot of people in. You would catch a lot of people in this move, man. It just subconsciously they're in their mind and thinking, hey, if I take this bishop real quick, I'll get mated and it'll be nonstop, like it'll be unstoppable. But if I take the knight, I should be okay because if he takes my pawn with check, I could take with the bishop. I don't know why, guys. So psychologically, it just I don't know. It messes with their eyes like crazy. Like I don't know what it is, but it's like a trick, man, like a psychological trick for some reason. I don't know, and it gets them every single time, guys. And as you see, this guy is higher. He's a 23-17. He's higher than me. It get him every single time, guys. And it was nothing he could really do after this, guys. Really nothing. Cause I'm already threatening mate on G2. Whether I take this pawn or not, he's getting mated. And the only thing my opponent did was he just went rook catches F1. There's nothing he could do. G catches F4 check, and then after knight G4, I hit him with rook catches G4 check, and then he resigned after this. Why he resigned? Because after King H1, I could either get him in checkmate here or I could get him in checkmate here. You know, so and that's pretty much how to end it. But I wanted to show y'all this, or I kind of did already showed y'all this, but there was another move, guys. That my opponent could have did or whatever, and it kind of could have saved them. Instead of taking a knight and instead of taking a bishop, knight d5 would have been a better option. Obviously, he's getting ready to go knight catches f6, and like it'll be a little different. I think it'll be a little different. So I'm trying to think. Even if I went queen h3, um, yeah, see, and this wouldn't work. So yeah. So if I went queen h3, and the reason why knight d5 is here because even if I did go queen h3, he could just take my knight, and I can't mate him because the knight on f4 is supporting his g2 square. And then if I take, then my opponent can just take this bishop off. And normally, guys, I would like to go f3. It'll be a nonstop, but he could take back with the knight, and my attack is pretty much over. So knight d5 would have been a good move for him. So even if I took my knight or took his knight because I'm still threatening queen h3, he does have another move, guys. E catches d5 because now he opened up his the e file for his rook. And even if I decide to go queen h3, threatening mate, he does have this beautiful move with queen f3. And just for y'all to really look at. I want y'all to look at. As you notice, by me going queen h3, I'm not worried about his discovered checks or whatever. It doesn't mean nothing. He can move anywhere he wants to go. Um, he's actually gonna be far more worse because it's really nothing that he can I feel like really do right now. Um, because I'm still threatening mate. You know what I mean? And then even if he goes queen f3, guys, I still have this move bishop g2. So it's just guys, this is just like bananas. But it's not even just this move, guys. It's not just the bishop g2 move. The scary threat of this is this move, guys. So like if he goes queen e3, I then have knight g4, which is very very scary. And then even if he gets me in check, I just have king g7. And then if he goes bishop g7, which wouldn't be a problem because then I just got well maybe not that move, guys, because of this move, but trying to think if he gets me a check. Yeah, it seems like the only thing I could really do is bishop f6. That's what it seemed like it will really come to. But either way, I'm attacking his queen right now, and then if he comes here, I just have to take. So yeah, so he'll just have to move back. But but yeah, but even with this, it don't even matter because I still come back with knight g4. So so yeah, so now he can't really. I mean, he could check me, but then I'll just come here, and then if he checks me, I just have rook g6. So yeah, guys. So either way, it's just nasty, man. This is like the most nastiest thing ever, man. So I'm just showing y'all like different variations of what black can do. Y'all can actually look at it for yourselves and everything. If there's any flaw or that you think is a flaw, definitely comment on it. Definitely let me know. I hope I was more in depth with this game, in depth as possible with y'all. I hope y'all got the understanding of the Black Lion. If y'all have any questions or concern, definitely hit me up and like, share, comment. Let me know what y'all think, guys, and also don't forget to subscribe, guys.